Alright, we are recording. Continuing in Mad Max. Key was originally provided by WB Games way back in 2015. Yeah. I'm recording this on Friday, Black Friday. Go live tomorrow. And because it is Black Friday, that means yesterday was Thanksgiving, so this week, actually there was a fair amount of news. But, I don't actually have that much, I didn't make any notes or anything. A lot of it was sales. Yeah, it wasn't, I guess, really a lot of news, but a number of things, number of sale things. There. But that's fine. I kind of like the idea of this being a little bit of an easier recording. I can also say this, for the first time in quite a while, I actually did purchase something on Black Friday. Actually, two things. One, I've been thinking about for the work that I have, it would be nice to have like a separate set of headphones specifically for that. So that, you know, like when I go into the office, I can bring those with me, don't have to worry about the ones I'm currently wearing. They can stay on my desk. And it'd be nice if they were wireless. Well, the place that makes costs, they make the headphones I'm currently wearing, and two other headphones I've had over the years. They've made both of those. Yeah, I just realized I can. One thing that I really like about costs is that they come on, brain, turn over. They have, for not all of their product, but for many of them, a lifetime limited warranty, where it's basically you can send them in, and it used to be less. It's now $9, and they will, you know, take care of whatever the problem is. And I just realized, well, the headphones I'm currently wearing, they're nice. They really are nice. You do not know how much I want to keep using them. And it's just the ear pads are degrading some, so I'll probably send those in. I just realized, though, I can't actually send in, I've got a pair of clip-on ear ones. They're still, like, over the ear, and they're actually pretty comfortable. It only just occurred to me, I'm pretty sure I can send both in on the same package. I might need to pay a little bit more, but I'm pretty sure that is actually something they enable. And yes, I know I'm not listening.
Let's hope his payment isn't.
Yeah, I was just curious, and it's like, what has costs got on sale? Because, you know, I do enjoy these products, and I see that they're Bluetooth-enabled headphones at normally $200. They have them priced at $50. Yeah, that'll work. And it's also, what's really nice is they're not only Bluetooth, which should work great with my laptop. That only it has an 1/8 inch, but it only has 2 USB ports, and one is always occupied with the dongle for the mouse. So it's like, yeah, being able to have a headset connected to that has, in theory, decent mics. We'll see how those are. But without taking a port, that would be great. But for that much of a discount, sure. And also, I love this, and I wish that more headsets were like this, but for whatever reason, a lot aren't. It does also take the normal 1/8 inch plug, so you can just run them analog in case the battery ever dies, or you just feel like running them that way. And I like that. I think that's a very good feature to have, because it's not like you don't have the space. But I also ordered something else. Not from Costco. But still at a pretty good discount, depending.
Just think of the miracles I'll be able to
So I like talking about, because I like them, the custom mechanical keyboard stuff. Well, there are two places that have that supplied me any parts of that. One was One Up Keyboards. The other is Novel Keys. Novel Keys is the one that provided the NK65. They make it. Excuse me. Well, for Black Friday, and they both are doing Black Friday stuff, so definitely, if you're interested in custom mechanical keyboards, you can check out either. But the neat thing that Novelties is doing is like, you know what? Yeah, I'll do that. It'll be fun. Even though I really don't know what I'll use with them, what I'll use them with, or where I'll even put them. They're offering mystery bags, 70, 90, or 110 switches. That's just one of the switches that they offer. It'll be random, although my understanding is it's like if you buy one bag, that one bag is all the one type. But for 15 cents a switch.
You want to be guys?
They are... Okay, so... The switches I'm currently using, the BobaU4 silent tactile switches that are in the one-up keyboards build I did, I think, I don't remember because it's been a while now, I think when one-up had them, they were 65 cents a switch. The purple pandas that I also really like, which are like an in-stock thing at one-up, are, I think 50, 55 cents a switch? Like 35 cents is, you know, pretty low cost for a number of switches, so 15 cents? Yeah, you don't know what it's gonna be, other than it will be Cherry MX style. Yeah, that'll... So, like 16 bucks between the actual cost of the, there, take some out. Between the cost of the pack and then also tax and shipping. So yeah, I mean, that should prove pretty fun. And I have no idea what I will end up doing with them, as I said. I mean, depending on what they are, I may still do a Switch review. You know, throw them into the NK65. Well, maybe I won't and just hang on to them for a while. But it will also depend on what exactly they are. I do like the... I feel like one-up has a better variety of switches, but Novelkeys still does have a good selection, very good selection. But it's like, you know, they got all of Gatoron, they got all of Kale, they got Cherry, and it's like, yeah, that's kind of where that stops, it seems. Whereas one-up, you got Gatoron, Cherry, Kale, but you've also got Texie, like the Purple Pandas, that's Texie, and they've added a few more. The JWK and Duroc, which I think, yeah, Novelkeys does also have those. But it's just, you know, like the slightly different things, like the Purple Pandas, it seems, well, yeah. Yeah, no, I guess it's just, I'm used to seeing the more different brands than just Kale and Gatoron at one-up than at Novelkeys, but still, hey, I'm happy to buy stuff from them. And it still is good stuff. It's just like, I'm in one of those points of view with some of the stuff that I want to try something more interesting than just like Gatoron switches. No offense to Gatoron switches at all, especially since they still make some of the ones that I may be using. Let me see. BobaU4s, those are manufactured by Otemu. I'm just trying to think. The Zeal switches, that's right. Those are Gatoron manufactured. I don't have any of those. I would like to try some. Anyway. But yeah, the NK65 kit though, that's right. And they actually, I think, one of the versions on that's like the completed kit, where it also comes with the switches and keycaps. I think that is among the things on sale. Where's its last? I think it's over there. That does make sense. Nope, I must have missed. But yeah, since this video will be out before, because both one-up and Novelkeys, they're running their sales until Cyber Monday. Since this comes out on Saturday, look at both one-up keyboards and Novelkeys. Look at both. You good deals on a lot of the stuff that they have. Just slash under here. Just I'm trying to think. I think the Goner TKL 10 keyless PCB is still at 1UP keyboard. I don't remember what Novel Keys is offering for PCB. I'm very happy with the 60% layout though, so I don't need a TKL. But it's also the Gano. It's not. I don't think it uses QMK, and I really like using QMK. Yeah, I think at one point I saw a joke somebody made that they came for the custom keyboard, they stayed for QMK. What's it going? Yeah, but regardless, look at both. They definitely both have some good offer. Here we go. Nope, this is not. Damn it, where is this last thing? It could be down on the outside, but I'm still gonna go through this stuff back. Just to make sure. Yeah, also just occurred to me the Purple Pandas are actually on sale. I think 40 cents a switch? Might be 50 cents a switch, I don't remember. And there's actually part of me that's tempted to order. I have 70 that I'm currently not using, but it's one of those. I like them enough that I wouldn't mind just always trying to make sure I have some. I see it right there. Yeah, it's like whatever the next actual build is that I do, I'll probably put the Purple Pandas in. Don't know what I'd go to after that. Where's the... Okay. I was a little turned around.
Might be able to roll up closer in this.
It just says undetected, so I guess I do already have it. Oh well. This. And I've gotten so used to other controls for other games. That's a little weird. Going back to this one. Just trying to think if there's anything else.
And I will see my old things once more. Most of all, oh, just think of the miracles I'll be able to perform with her.
Okay. No game purchases. I'm because there's really no game that I saw that's like, you know what? Yes, and I want that enough that I will get it now. Like I did see Cyberpunk is on sale at 50% off, and I fully acknowledge I do want to get a copy of that, but it's like, I want to be able to play that with ray tracing on the desktop, so that's going to be a bit because I don't currently have a GPU in the desktop that would support that. Come on, there you go. Oh man, this is annoying. Good. Idiot got out. Oops. Eesh. Okay, well, hang on. This may still work. Damn. Okay. There it is. Perfect. Okay. Just trying to think, what else can I talk about? One thing I wrote up, and did occur to me that it's a little bit unfair that I wrote that up. AMD has released a plugin for Unreal Engine 4 for easier integration of FSR. And it did occur to me that, yeah, that's kind of unfair because I didn't write up anything on the NVIDIA thing, but it's like, I have less information on the NVIDIA. So that was one reason, and also I am less confident that I could have done that without injecting my opinion, which, if you remember last week, I don't care for. I just, from what I was seeing about it, in, like, especially that one comment on Phoronix forums, I just really felt like, yeah, this is not really going to be a worthwhile technology. Oh, I did add to in a comment, though, with the frame view. Is that, I don't even remember now, the name of the basically OCAT clone? Well, not quite, but the thing for NVIDIA put out, the tool for capturing frame time statistics. I did download the latest version on, maybe that was 2 weeks ago, but in any case, I will mention. I did download that and put it on the test system. And look at it, and was in fact recording the all the data that it's supposed to, that it didn't seem like it was when it was first released. So that's good. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to start using it for a few reasons. One is that OCAD is already part of my process, and the way it works in there is quite good. I mean, this doesn't really offer anything. And even with the whole, yeah, it'll record clock speed and power usage and things like that, it's like, okay, that's nice, but those are sampled every, like, 1 second or whatever. So that's gonna mess with how... Wait, there's more. Where was it? That would just mess with being able to, like, pull that data out and really work with it. Versus, like, just recording two separate files with two separate utilities, like GPU-Z and OCAT, or %mon, whichever for that. So it's like, because in the frame view thing, there's something I'm interested. Oh, okay. With that, if it's separated, I don't have to worry about time stuff being mixed. Or that the fact that there would be repetition of the sampled measurements that I can't easily filter down so that it's, it's not like I know that, oh, there's going to be 10 power recordings, well, 10 identical power recordings across, the 10 frame time measurement. No, it would vary. So filtering it out is going to be very difficult.
My stash is safe hidden away below many a dark passage and crawling tunnel, huh? Looks like there's a quicker way.
There we go.
Here's on the outside. It's a lead slinger!
That's not good. Oh, it's right there. Because he was actually talking about the sniper. I don't know where that is. Can. Might as well give it to him. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. With Cyberpunk and then got distracted. yeah, I mean, it's like, the whole... I do want a copy of it, but I don't... Even at 50% off, it's like... whenever I get... Because I do prefer to have an AMD GPU in the desktop for the different features like Radeon Chill. And the Walkman utility for doing undervolting, even though I've not currently running with that on the 580. It's... since I can't take advantage of that, then I'll just leave it for a while. Plus, I don't know if everything has been worked out of it yet, all the bugs and issues. And I don't mind waiting. It's like, I got enough other things to take up my time. I don't need another game to be on a list. Okay, you know what? Ah, dang it. I was hitting the wrong button, which is the right button just for a different game, and now I'm a little bit in trouble. I just want to deal with the sniper, because I really hate the idea that I have to dodge him when I have no idea where the hell he even is, and deal with all of them. He is over there, which... does mean I'm not going to get to him. But I got this going for me. See, here I'm in cover. So I can just wait on these guys. Yeah, it's also, like, one of the things with Cyberpunk, if I were to get that, and there are other games, by the way, Cyberpunk is a good example. It's like, I would want to review it. But I've got I've got a list of games to review. I got keys from them and I haven't done anything with them yet. And actually, when I'm done with this, I'll get back to the write-up for a review. I finished playing day before Thanksgiving and then collected the performance data and did the graphics quality analysis on Thanksgiving, before we ate. So yeah, it's... When would I fit it in? And I've also got, an actual job that's paying me most, for work, 8-hour days kind of thing. It's like, I don't have that as much time to dedicate to reviews. It actually, because now I've worked on 2 reviews while having such a schedule, or at least a very similar schedule. Unfortunately, neither is out yet, although one I have not finished, I just said that. But it's like, I am confident I will be able to continue doing the reviews. They will be slower, but I can still get in like 2.5 hours of gameplay each night. It's really only going to be an issue for times when it's like I need to do a review and I need to get a set of recordings for my Body on Games channel. So long as I can avoid a conflict there, I should be fine. There shouldn't be any issue. Just maybe a little bit slow, but not. Now, some of the scientific stuff, that might be more so impacted. I mean, that depends, because, like, the GPU thermals thing, collecting data on that, yes, that took a while, but that's automated, so it's not that bad. And especially since, this work I'm able to do from home, so it is the whole, come on, brain, turn over. Test system's right there, so you can have that set up and running to collect that data while I'm working. It's like, and between runs would be like a few minutes. So it's not like it would take my focus away for long either. But setting some stuff up and all that writing, I mean, that one article took so long. And I wouldn't necessarily be able to dedicate as much time, but I'll still figure it out. And plus, I have no idea what the next kind of thing would be like that. Actually, take that back. I did have an idea. I think it was loading. I do have an idea for that, which I should be able to automate that. But it's also, I have no desire to do it soon. Oh my god, it would take a while. It would be somewhat derived from the GPU thermal scripts, as well as some earlier scripts.
Lie low here.
Yes, I will protect your saint. But don't be long.
I don't really mind sharing that idea, but just understand it would be a while. Basically, since I now have this system for recording not only performance data, but also other metrics, like clock speed and temperature and power usage, the idea I had would be to set up a script like what I had for series statistics, the Frustrum Follies.
No worry.
To
No one coming back here. We corpse them all.
to repeatedly run 3D Mark, one benchmark or another, at different frame rates, and just finding like what the optimal efficiency is. Because that is definitely something I should be able to script, and in theory, I'd have to learn how to do some of the data processing within Python. But in theory, I could even set it up so that it would monitor and see, oh, this is dropped to 60 FPS, so stop after this run. In theory, that would be doable, and I think that could be a fun thing to do. That would also be it's running on one GPU potentially for like 4 hours, I could see. I wouldn't want to do, like, oh, you gotta collect data for an hour, like with the thermal trends, because it's not relevant for what I was talking about. But I would want it to collect for like 15 minutes or so per run, per frame rate target, because, and the idea would be, because you can set a fixed frame rate, a target frame rate in 3D Mark, basically have that start low and just work its way up high until it like can't actually hit that target anymore. So saying the 60 FPS thing that I said earlier, correct.
Look here. Phone about business.
The issue,
Hey, intruder!
the reason why I would have to go for like 15 minutes though is because of what we saw with thermal trends, especially for the NVIDIA GPU, is that they do actually substantially change after a while.
Yeah. Those insects were good eating. Yeah, they ran out too.
But it's still, I mean, that I've got the note to do it, but it's gonna be a while. Because I'd have to work in all that script, all the scripting for that. I'd have to actually feel like doing it, and I don't. The thermal trends thing has burned me out for a while on that stuff. Yeah.
I believe this was just sitting here all this time.
Who the hell said that? Oh, there.
We need backup!
There we go. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. I'm gonna keep playing. I mean, this can be, a little more relaxing, even though I am talking about stuff from the news. Well, the game news. As I said, I was working on a review. Hopefully all of that done. That one, though, won't be live for a while.
Oh, praise me! You found it!
Um,
Shaft of undying torque! Oh, give me one of these babies, and I will... This nut's like never before!
just that December 2nd? December 9th?
Mighty Duster!
I think it's actually December 9th for that embargo. You know what? This game takes fine to alt tab, so I'll quickly look. Here we go. Oh no, December 3rd. Okay. So yeah, about a week away. I have it done now. So, well, nearly done now. So, yeah, to me, it's gonna be a bit. And then there's also the Dying Light review, which, oh yeah, I should mention that the Platinum Edition is actually on sale, $20. So that's the base game with the heck. So the base game with all of the DLC and such to it. Well, most of the DLC. I think there's technically one or two, but they're more like, you know, just small content pack things, not like expansion, that are not included. But still is. I mean, that's not a bad price for it. It is a good game. It is a fun game. Yes, there are some weaknesses to it, but I mean, I think there are more people than not who are interested in a game like that would be quite happy at $20. There we go. And let's deal with this guy now.
Stay put.
Here we go.
Certainly, yes. You know I would never leave her side.
But yeah, I just remember that because that was that was included with one of the pieces of news for Dying Light 2, which is coming out February. Yeah, I don't know what about the current review. That is one thing that I've never really gotten clarification on. Like, I've never asked, and it's like, it's not a big deal. But it's like, if I have a game that I am reviewing, even if, you know, like, obviously the substance of the review is under NDA, it's the fact that I'm reviewing it under NDA. That's actually something I'm not sure about. That is certainly a question for some. It's not that big. I mean, it's like, got a week to wait before I can talk about it. I will say this much, though. I don't think I can get in trouble for that, especially since I'm not naming the game.
I'm gonna look around.
But don't forget, the outcrier, the race. People do forget here.
You want to race here? Afraid that'll be your last mistake. Wow.
Come on, brain. I had initially thought that I would try to do a performance analysis in the game. I am not going to, though, because on the RX 580, which is... the GTX 770 would definitely perform worse than it. The GTX 980, it depends. Like, maybe worse, maybe better, maybe the same. Mostly it's going to be the same as the 580. The 580, the performance was killing. I mean, it's like, I don't see how there's any need to do a performance analysis. It was doing that well. Yeah. So at least, you know, you can consider that there is an upcoming 2021 release that... the heck? That was weird. Are you still complaining? What the heck is... hang on. Yeah, what the heck? Ubisoft is having some problems. the GG Galaxy 2.0, it just keeps like losing connection and just apparently tried to take focus to have me log back in to Ubisoft. And it's like, I do not know what's wrong. I really don't. I'm guessing they're just messing with some of their services or something in the back end, or they're having problems with their back end. And it's just having this ripple effect. I do not. But anyway, as I was saying, yes, there is a 2021 game, and it does have a it is a good-looking game that performs impressively. I'm getting drink water.
Oh, it's a world of critics. I wonder how I would be judged today. Oh, maybe I can go through here.
So to talk about this game, at least briefly. Is this supposed to be the same Max as from the movies? Because I've seen the first and second of the films.
Stay out of the flames.
And
Turn this off.
in the first one, well, the first and second, it's the same character, even though there's a lot of changes made between them. But he was a cop. And how would he be judged? It's like, are they trying to set up that Max here is... Maybe he was an artist before? I mean, in a way, it doesn't matter. You know, the point to Max is he's somebody that is surviving. It doesn't matter what he was before. The point is that he has the skills and the will to survive. And that will is very important. Because there are certainly people that would not have the will to survive in a setting like this. That they would give up.
Need to fill up on water.
Since I can still top that off. And just for anyone wondering, I'm not saying that as far as not having the will to survive, that there would be, you know, those characters that would just kill themselves. I mean that they wouldn't... At times with Max here, we have seen him, like, you know, eat maggots from a dead body because that he needs the food. There's a lot of people that wouldn't do that, not unless they were in fact starving. It's like, but he's just able to do it. Okay, so it is active, or... See, that's what I was figuring, is that area was actually safe. I need to go down first. Now, you know, like, now I'm actually losing
This
an
place is a dark maze. Oh, it must be this way.
There's also, Max is capable of and competent with violence to protect himself and others.
These valves have been closed on purpose. Someone wanted to stop the flow of gas.
Because, you know, it's like there are many that, you know, even in such a situation as this, would not be comfortable with the violence, even if they were capable of it, and wouldn't be comfortable with killing people, even for their own survival, quickly. I mean, until it really, really got to that point. Like, you wouldn't necessarily have people comfortable with the idea of, say, raiding somewhere in order to get food. That no matter what, they would always try to find a peaceful resolution. Well, peaceful resolution rather than raiding.
let you do it.
Alright. Oh, I'm not it. I gotta explore some. I gotta try to find all the scrap. Which is not gonna be fun. Because as he said, it's a maze. This is nowhere. Oh, I just remember one thing that I saw. And it's like... that's way too depressing. Okay, this is the way out. This is a way out. So the thing was that apparently by some fan vote, which I guess is that many, fans of it, or stupid people. Hey, I will defend this. My opinion. That Dark Souls is the ultimate game. No, I hate that game. I hate that game series. Because it has had such, in my opinion, a negative impact on the games industry. Because it has convinced so many people that, oh yeah, you can just have obscenely challenging gameplay design. And the players will love that. It's like, no, that's actually bad design for a lot of it in Dark Souls. And I've played all three. I hated playing all. Now you want to talk about story, fine, whatever. I can't do that though, because I never understood the story. It didn't make any sense to me. Especially because it felt like a lot of it was Dark Souls 2 was the same story as Dark Souls 1. And the Dark Souls 3 was the same story as Dark Souls 2, which was the same as Dark Souls 1. So it's like, what exactly are we doing here? That they're sequels? Yeah, I mean, it seemed to very much be very similar. But just this whole... I hate the idea in games today that I blame on Dark Souls. Which may not be the first, but it's certainly popularized. Of the whole, you have to die in order to figure out how you're supposed to succeed. It's like... But I reject that because to me, if you die, that means you failed. That's a bad thing. There shouldn't really be a reward there. That's why I prefer games that when they do have that rogue light or like, I can never remember which is which, design of, yes, you are going to be you are going to face a challenge and you are going to die. Repeatedly. But one of the variants, I don't remember if it's light or light, which, no, you still, do benefit, get some benefit. That I much prefer. So that's like, the last spell is like that. Seriously? Wow, I didn't realize it was like that. I'm gonna go out that way. I think I've cleared out the maze, though. But it's like that way, no, you are in fact still rewarded for your progress, for what you've done, even without winning. I like that. Dark Souls doesn't do that. And there's so many games that try to clone that, and it's like they are ignorantly cloning it, or blindly cloning it, however you want to put it. Where it's like, oh yeah, we're just gonna do that, and it's like not have the nuance, not have anything that shows consideration for those players that don't like having their heads beat in. Like me, I don't like having my head beat in. And it's I do consider that something a very bad turn for the games industry. And I get it that there are people that's actually the kind of gameplay that they want. That's fine. You can want that. I'm glad that there are games out there that supply that, such as Dark Souls and many Souls-like games.
Finally.
That's good for you. That doesn't make it good for me. No. There we go.
Oh, you're back.
So yeah, I fully disagree with Dark Souls being an ultimate game because it is a game that is so much like targeting a small group, a relatively small group of game players, but it's had such a large impact where it's like, targeting 10-50% of players. I'm just pulling these numbers out of nowhere. But its impact has been felt by 95% of gamers. I don't think that's a good thing. Minecraft would be a better ultimate game. It really would be. Because that has also had a tremendous impact on a lot of games, but is a much more positive impact. Adding in the crafting, the exploration, the open world procedural exploration stuff. There are not that many games that's been added into and anyone would say are worse for. There are probably some. But, it's generally, something positive as an additive. It is bringing more to the game. Whereas with the Dark Souls stuff, it's more just spinning it to a specific kind of balance that not everyone enjoys. But that's what people do, because they think that's what you want. I just want to see. No. I just want to check on... Come on, how can I do that? I want to see what all projects might be left for it. It's possible that none are. It's possible that I've done them all. That's not what I want. It's nice having more of the currency than you could possibly need.
Hey, go see the cat.
Oh, woe. In the midst of this apocalypse, my most trusted acolyte has deviated.
Speak straight.
My architect, my greatest follower. He orchestrated for the gas to be turned off to steal the pilot light. Under my nose, he took the sacred artifact. And by the flame, he did forsake the true path and stole away many of my wildfire flock.
Deserters.
Traitors, heretics. I need that pilot light back. I will give you whatever I can if you help.
Where are they?
See, written in our revered script. It calls for all stragglers wishing to save themselves from the damnation of Deep Friar to follow him.
Okay.
The script reads on. In the darkest hour, the believer standing upon the sacred sand will behold the true light.
Meaning?
Darkest hour must be when the sun sleeps in the ground and blackness reigns. By sacred sand, he means the burning mound. I'm sure of it.
Which is where?
I see you have a map. I can read these symbols. Let me mark it.
Nighttime. Burning mound. Look for a light. I'll see what I can do.
Just a moment. How long have I been going? Just realized thing. Okay, that's still behind. Where? Here? Perfect. Let's see. Maybe it'll be night, and I'll be lucky and be able to do this straight away. Whoop. Okay. Oh, I just remembered. Asu has a number of Black Friday deals as well. I'm not sure if those will actually be Black Friday. That's fine. I just want to try. Yeah, sure, let's head over to that. Like one was one of the Concept D easel laptops, so that's convertible laptop that they marked down, I think it was by like what, 630? So it's still like, 800 something, but it's still, over 600 off is pretty nice. I did not actually.
Tear that tire right off!
So I feel like beating up on this car for a little bit. Yeah, I do want to get a new laptop. But I think I'll wait and just see, like, what the Alder Lake laptop offerings are, what a Zen 4 or Zen 3 Plus laptop offering is, but, yeah. You just have to wait and see. But it still is, that one, especially because I do like the idea of having the touchscreen there, and I think, I'm trying to remember what their hinge design is on the easel. Like, I think it folds over the keyboard. I could be wrong, but I think it's that kind of design, which I like better. My current laptop can also do that kind of, is also convertible, but it just flips around back, so the keyboard is exposed but facing down. And I like the idea of it, of the this other design where it's actually protected by the screen. Number of monitors, but it's like, I'm good with mine. I do. It's low on the list of things to replace, but it's like I have no need to, and I don't have any use for the current monitor to go to. So it's like, what would I do with it? It's kind of like my chair. I should also replace it because it's quite old as well, and like there's. The cushion is completely crushed down. The hydraulics, pneumatics are not really that great, but it's like, it still works. It still works, so I'll worry about replacing it when it doesn't. Man, I know this video. My topics of conversation have gone all over. Yep, that was an explosion. That's what I was gonna say. Is I think that's
Just go. I need to polish some hard-to-get parts in the engine bay.
E. Oh yeah, it does like go underground. Oh, no, I guess I could just... Okay, so what is going to happen? Because this is definitely set up for something. Or maybe it's I come back here? Or something at some point? I don't think I've already been here. I don't remember. No, I guess I can just leave. Maybe I do come back here at some point. Or, you know what? This is near enough. Maybe it's, I'm actually gonna like track. I mean, there's a lot of fire stuff up there. There's some fires here. Maybe I track this current, the people from this current mission back here. That could be, that actually makes sense. Oh, I just remember one thing that I had some fun with this week. So one of my superiors slash co-workers, I mean, in general, he is also a co-worker, but he is one of the people I answer to in my work. I decided he apparently likes clicky keyboards. So when I went in this week, I go into the office like once a week is what we're targeting for. I decided to put the box Jades into the NK65 and bring that with me. He definitely liked that.
Take the fuel tank! It's naked!
I'm just saying that because it was a fun thing, and it's one of those... It's one of those things that this is why custom keyboards are so much fun. In that, you know, you can find that thing, that, you know, somebody else you may like, and, you know, I don't know if he'd ever be interested in building a custom keyboard. But if he ever were to, it's like that's something like that is probably what he'd wanted. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have any box navies, which are heavier, and I think in theory they're louder than the Jades. So, like, I don't know if maybe he would like a heavier switch. Maybe he prefers the lighter Jade. You know, I just remembered with novel keys. I don't know. I don't remember seeing them listed, but maybe I just didn't look deep enough. They have. So when I was talking earlier about the different switches, well, yes, some of the I do feel like 1UP has has better brand variety, I guess would be a way to put it. But Novel Keys does have their own switch design. So like the Novel Key creams that I have, that they provided, those are nice. They're not great, but they're nice. At some point, it wouldn't be a bad idea to see about like lubing them completely and see what kind of impact that has. Because my understanding is that those are very much switches that you want to work in, you know, break in over use, and that lubricating them, they can become exceptionally good. So maybe I will do that at some point. I don't know. But there's those. There's also, they actually discontinued the Novel Key Blueberry switches, which they also provide. Those are tactile switches. But as I said, they've discontinued those, and I don't remember the name. It might just be the cream tactile switch that they are calling it. That I saw a review for that was not particularly positive about them. That it does change some things. That I didn't care much for the blueberries because they are very flat. Like literally, there's a reason why I included pictures in the review of the bump, the tactile bump, and if you look, it is very flat. I prefer rounded. These new ones, they actually are rounded, which definitely makes me happy. Hey, maybe that's what the 70 things that I just, you know, mystery ordered will be.
Get it running.
There we go. I mean, it's possible. But it sounds like there's still somewhat scratchy. So, I don't know. I'd give him a try. I don't need more switches, but that was such a good deal. Why not? Yeah, so Novel Keys does do that. So they definitely have that advantage. But also one thing that's seen announced a while ago, I don't know if they have them yet or not, were they silent? GuestJim? I don't quite remember, but I think it was that they put silicone dampening on or around the click bar so that it isn't as loud. I can't quite remember, but it's like doing that is actually not as wrong as you might think for a clicky switch, because you can sometimes it's the feeling, like the box jades feel nice to type on because of just how the click mechanism impacts the action. That is a nice feeling. I don't necessarily care for how they sound, but the feeling typing on them is definitely nice. So something that dampens the sound but keeps that feeling could be good. It was either that or they do actually have the stem, and I can see this being the case, and it does make sense, to dampen the stem. Let's read this.
Killing with an arrow or a bullet will become second nature soon.
That's right. I can understand dampening on the stem, like the Boba U4s have, and the JWK silent linears that I've reviewed as well. So that way it is just the noise, just the sound of the click bar that you hear. I could definitely see that being not necessarily what I would go for, but I can definitely understand that. And I can't remember which it is, and I don't know which, if either they're offering, but it was part of, like, Novel Keys has been doing videos, I don't remember how often, like updates on stuff that they're doing. It was mentioned one of those a while ago now, but it was one of those, it's like the community has said that, you know, they want something like this, so, you know, work with Kale to figure out how to get that to happen.
He's got us in his sights!
Oops, hang on. I just wanted to look back to see the guy had any drops on. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Novel Keys definitely does offer that. And they do still have a good variety of switches. It just still felt like, you know, when I look at it, it's like if I wanted a Gator on, I'd probably go there. But sometimes that's, you know, not necessarily what I want. They also have a lot of desk mats, including mystery desk mat offering currently. Like the mystery switches, where it's like, we'll send you a desk mat. We don't know which one. You'll find out when you get it. I don't remember how big it is now. I can actually look at that though when I'm done here. Which should, you know, just be a matter of whenever I can finish off the mission. Wait, top of that. You know, I wonder if this might. Nope. I was trying to hit the button to just summon him, but I guess I do just need to drive around. Okay. I couldn't remember if I had it wedged somewhere or not. I know at the previous place I did. Still got it through there, but yeah. There we go.
Enemy closing in on us!
Keep an eye out.
We ripped
No
that armor off
surprises.
and lay it on him!
Yeah, they're just running, so it's not working too well.
She's in pain!
You'll be able to repair it soon enough. Yeah, it looks like I should just get back on the road.
Get her running.
Yes, yes, yes! I will nurse her back to health!
On her outside! What?
Alright. It's not quite night. We are getting close. So I think I will just head back. Yeah, I have feelings to tell me not yet.
Only in the darkness now, it seems.
Some big fat armor axe! What's up? They're running! We bested them!
I was gonna say I'm thinking I'll just go off-roading, but now apparently I'm doing this.
Oh, here it comes! The mighty Duster!
On second thought, no, I'm not gonna do that. I don't feel like going that far away, because that's gonna take a while to get back. You know what? Actually, here's what I should.
Holy, holy, holy!
I'm just wondering if I can alt tab without the game pausing. Because if that works, I could. Because I was thinking, you know, why not look and see what novel keys offering for switches. And can also look at one up as well. I can look at both. Hey, I like custom mechanical keyboard stuff. I will try to promote. Yeah, looks like I can. Okay. Oh wait, no, it does look like it actually has paused, or at least the rendering has paused. In which case, then I'm at an hour and 12 minutes. We can just stop. It's gonna be a while yet, so yeah. To all developers out there, or budding developers, even though no one watches these, still say it. If you're gonna have things that are time dependent like that, where it has to be at night, have a way to then, you know, advance time manually, like, you know, going to sleep or whatever in the game. Yeah. Okay, so look at novel keys first. Yeah, the mystery switches there. Creams, the cream series, silk series, silk milkshake, which are still the silk, but they just have a different colorway to them, that color differently. Lubricant on sale, stabilizers, switch films. Not actually sure what this is. Synth 3.2. Switch polos, wrist rests. What is this? Oh, okay. Synth 3.2, designed to be used to create and mold 1U keycaps, so that's normal size keycaps. That's right, they do also have, yeah, there is a cream tactile, but they do also have a box cream now, which, box switches, the way that the mechanics are held, should make them safer from dust and debris and such. Alright, cherry switches. TTC wild switches. Which, you know, as I think about it now, I think I want to say that the impression I had of less variety is also from a year ago or more. Gator on silent switches. I am fairly certain they didn't have those before. I could be wrong. The YOK Trash Panda switches, which are linear, and I think these might be a switch that are in part designed so that, or in part sold where somebody would change out the parts with Franken switch with them. Midnight Jade switches, which, man, those are definitely on sale. Normally 74.80, down to 37.40, but they're also marked as clearance. Oh, recolored box shade. That makes sense. How much are the box jades? Let me look. Box jade, 12.24 for a pack of 36. Although it says restocking Q2, 2022, which is not that surprising. The box jade and navy switches are quite popular because they are very. If you want a clicky switch, they are definitely that. They're quite clicky. TTC wild switches. I don't really know anything about. Huh. The linear switches come in both 42 and 52 gram. Okay. What has One Up got for switches? And can also just look at their deals in general. Which the Black Friday deals. For novel keys. Yeah, I said that the NK Cream, Silk Series, and Silk Milkshake they all have on sale. Also, they have the big switch, which it's 64 times larger, 4 times the size each dimension for a normal mechanical switch. $15. And it's like, I get that. I understand that. I don't want one. I like this hobby, don't get me wrong, but it's like, that's a bit more into the hobby than I am. But the One Up stuff, they have stabilizers, switches, including Gateron Ink V2, which I keep seeing that like Gateron Ink Blacks are apparently exceptional switches. You do need to lubricate them, but once you do, they're apparently very, very good. They've got some of their POM keycap sets on sale. Switch lubricant. Taihao, I think I'm pronouncing it right. Cubic key sets. So cubic is it's referring to the profile, so it's a bit more square, I think, than OEM, which is probably what most people know. The One Up 60 HSE PCB. So that's what I'm currently using. $40, and it is a very nice PCB. I do like. Also the Zangan or HHKB hot swap. They have that too. One Up RGB underglow PCB. So that's basically the same thing, but it's not hot swap. Their 2-plate carbon fiber kit, which that's what they sent me, and I do like that. It is quite a nice system. They also have their carbon fiber 60% plate. So like you would put that in a case. The JWK unlubed linears that I reviewed. They added, I think I did mention this, 3 Texi linear switches, the Carrot, Ice Candy, and Jadeite, and the Purple Panda. So the 4 Texi switches that they have are all on sale. Let me quickly look. Purple Panda is, once it loads, 40 cents each, which I think they're normally like 50 or 55 cents. The carrots are very similar, I want to say. They're different color, also 40 cents, but they're linear. And I do like the Purple Pandas. They're a very nice switch. Because it's got a healthy tactile bump to it, is how I would describe it. It's healthy, but it's like still easy enough for me to overcome that, like, absolutely no issue with gaming, no interference with gaming. The Boba U4s, little bit. The tactility is just strong enough that I do nose it when I'm really like needing to press a key in a game. So like spamming on the Boba U4 is not the easiest. Bit easy on Texi, but it's still on both panels. But I love the Boba U4. So yeah, definitely some good offerings from both. And also let me check something else with novel keys. One Up does have a lot of PCBs, including their own designs. Like the 3 that I mentioned are all One Up PCBs that they have. They also have the nice 60, which is capable. You'd need a battery, but for Bluetooth, you can build a custom Bluetooth keyboard with that. It's a 60%. They've also got the Gone Nerd TKL PCB. It uses USB Mini. Yeah, it's the key remapping is done via the nerdy GUI. So yeah, it's like I personally, I want to stick to QMK, so. Whereas novel keys, and I'm not just looking at the Black Friday stuff, although the NK65 RFP edition, they do have discounted. It's actually on clearance. At $150, which isn't bad. I mean, considering that is a complete thing. It's NK65 base with switches and keycaps. So yeah, I mean that's not bad. It's normally $195. They also have the Seigaiha, probably not pronounced that correctly, keyboard kit, but the rest they have is out of stock. And this Seigaiha keyboard is an Alice style, $95. Does use USB-C. Does it offer QMK? No, it doesn't appear to. Oh wait, no, it must, because it looks like it does actually use VIA firmware, which is built on top of QMK. I am sure I've been blathering on long enough, but hey, it's like I'm not working today. I got the time, and I do enjoy the custom keyboard stuff. It really is nice. I'm just looking at this other stuff that is restocking Q2 2022, unfortunately. The Gingham keyboard, 60% through-hole keyboard, uses QMK, but one thing that's kind of neat is it has, so you need diodes to make sure that the circuit doesn't think it's going backwards. All of them, and it even says this is inspired by the Plaid, which I think, no, I take it back. I'd have to look. But I think the Plaid might also have this design. But some keyboards anyway, they have the design where all the diodes are actually up above in this case, which is pretty neat. So it's like all the diodes are visible there. So it's, if you want that more custom look, then that's pretty nice. It does make the PCB larger though, so it wouldn't work in all cases. But yeah, it's like, you know, that you're seeing the electronics thing. I definitely understand why people would enjoy it. And then the Barleycorn keyboard, which is basically the big brother to that, it points out it's an 1800F rowless through hole. So 1800 is basically, think of the full-size keyboard, but you squash a little bit so that the number pad comes in. The arrow keys are sometimes shifted down, sometimes not, but the number pad is shifted over, and the nav cluster, those 6 keys, insert, delete, home, and page up, page down, those are very often removed. And that appears to be the case here looking at it. But it also lacks the function row. I actually wouldn't mind seeing a PCB kind of like that designed, where it's 60%, so no FR, and then next to that is a 4x5 grid for like a number pad, and you just, like, depending on the layer, you have arrow keys on there or not. That's basically how I'm running the number pad, the macro pad number pad that I built, where I can turn a layer, now I've got the arrow keys and nav cluster there, and I like that. I think it's a good design. But I wouldn't mind seeing like that fused all into one PCB. Yeah, definitely some good stuff if you're looking into doing custom keyboard. And also there's Novel Keys has a number of keycaps on sale, as do 1UP, as I mentioned. Yeah, they do get kind of expensive, but it's also, I mean, there's also some that are not on sale that are around, like Novel Keys Star Wars X-Wing. And they also have Star Wars Galactic Empire keycaps. I mean, if you want to do a Star Wars custom keyboard, Novel Keys got the keycaps for. Yeah, so definitely, if you're interested, check them both out. I've had good dealings with both. I'm just trying to think, are there any others that this Keybio that I know of? I've not had any dealings with them. I'm not purchased anything from them. I want to get something from OLKB at some point. The Plank V7, but that I've got no idea when that's coming out. That is part of the fun with custom mechanical keyboard stuff, is so many different places that offer so many different things, just depending on, you know, what it is you're interested in and where you want to buy from. So like One Up and Novel Keys are both American companies. One Up is in New York. Novel Keys, Middle Appalachia. Like I mean, I don't think it's Kentucky. I think it might be a little bit further south than Kentucky, like Tennessee or Carolinas. I don't remember. Key.io is also in that general, like Middle Appalachia, and I hope I'm referring to that as Middle Appalachia correctly. Forgive me if I'm not. If I am wrong there. I don't know where OOKB is, but you can also find companies in Europe that have their own things. KBD Fans is pretty big. That's, I'm pretty sure, a Chinese company. Yeah, I mean, that is one of the nice things. Is there really is a variety of places you can go. Some of them more local for you than others. Yeah. Do a custom account. They're fun. Or not. I mean, it's up to you. And also, I'll just repeat this that I've said many times before closing this out. If you have a mechanical keyboard right now, like I've got over here on the test system, a Cooler Master mechanical keyboard, even just spending, I spent $45 for the keycaps on my current desktop build. But for a while before I had the rest of the parts for that, I just had the keycaps and I put them on the Cooler Master board. It made it so much more enjoyable to type on. So just, even if it is, you're happy with your keyboard and you're not interested in spending the like as much as $200 on on doing custom keyboard, look at different keycap sets. You may find even some of the cheap ones that are like $35, $45, $55. Like the Drop Skylight series keycaps I currently have here right in front of me. Those are now $55. They were $45 when I bought them. But just putting on different keycaps can make such a difference to the typing experience. It's still worth investigating and a hell of a lot cheaper than doing a full build. Okay, I will actually stop talking now. I hope everyone that celebrates Thanksgiving had a good one this week. I did. Didn't go into any details on that really, but that's fine. You know, you don't need to share. Just I hope you had a good one. And that if there's anything you needed, that, you know, the Black Friday deals and such, Cyber Monday stuff, that, you know, you got stuff that you wanted at a good price. That's it. I think I'll see you next week. I don't think there's any reason I won't be able to. No, pretty sure. Yeah, I'll just see you then.